It's not a false start. It is not a mistake. We're going a little early because we cannot wait to talk to you on today's Village Vice live slice. He's Zach. I'm Brad. And here we go. It may be a minute before folks join us live, but we're going to get into the discussion anyway, Zach, because I've been just waiting to get to this topic. All right?
Okay.
We're going to talk about Kentucky, and we're going to take your questions and all that. But so earlier this week, On3 ranked the 10 worst officiating calls of the college football season through week 9.
Yes.
And Auburn, unfortunately, predictably, was the victim of the top 3. Not just 3 of the top 10, not just 3 of the top 10 involved Auburn in some way. Auburn was on the short end of all 3 of the top 3.
Take us through those top 3 real quick.
All right. First, let me say this, by the way. Somebody asked Grok, what was the probability of that happening? One team being on the wrong end of the 3 worst. It's approximately 0.0054%. So what we're talking about that has been a part of Auburn's season is one of the, it's like the last play of the Iron Bowl 2 years ago. It's like such an unexpected thing. There's no way you could ever predict it. So, okay, the top 3. Number 3 was reversing the Kirby Smart timeout because he was just clapping.
That's insane.
That's number 3. Number 2, like if you hadn't watched
probably
games,
didn't impact the game much, but it's just such a display of like you have no control over what you're supposed to be officiating.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I think the Oklahoma the Auburn touchdown that was overturned, the scoop and score, that's more egregious than that. Affected the game more for sure. Number 2 on 3's list was the hidden play from Oklahoma. The hideout tactic touchdown.
Yeah, the
That's
deception.
Number 1 was Auburn loses fumble on Georgia's goal line. In other words, and then number 1, they labeled it weird. It should be labeled Auburn scores a touchdown and it's taken away, or not ruled a touchdown. But in any event, those are the top 3. So I posted the following on X. Well, the Oklahoma one is the only call this year that had to be acknowledged by its parent conference, because they didn't say jack after the Georgia game. I mean, they didn't say a word. You didn't hear a peep after the Georgia game. But nevertheless, so I posted after that. I said, objectively, this should factor into how Auburn's season is viewed. If it doesn't, check your agenda. That's all I said. Zach, it was as if I said, everybody gets a pass for everything wrong. Auburn should be 8-0. Auburn deserves to be number 1 in the country. People are reacting to this as if that's what I said. All I said was it ought to be factored in. The fact that the 3 worst calls of the year all went against you in games that you either led or had the ball with a chance to lead in the fourth quarter, it doesn't absolve the offensive struggles. It doesn't mean everything's fine. But it means if you're not at least a little bit factoring it in, you've made up your mind and you're not thinking critically about everything else. If it doesn't, like, all right, I'll stop. I'll let you go for a little bit.
Well, my biggest pushback is like, I don't think most Auburn fans at this point, like right after they were upset, obviously, but my biggest pushback would be is they're not upset about the missed calls. Like, it stinks. It's a bummer for sure. And they were certainly upset right after the fact. But the offense is still atrocious,
Okay.
Brad. And I think that's where most people are the most upset.
Yeah. Sure. And what I'm not doing is discounting that.
Okay.
But when the Georgia game was a 10-point game, but it should have been 17-0 at the half. And I hear you. I hear you. And there's a big part of me that is all in on, you know what, you just got to overcome it. Like we talked about Arkansas, you have to win 30-10 so that inevitably when you get railed by some circumstance, you can overcome it.
Sure.
I believe you have to overcome adversity. I'm just saying, like, this is a team game. It's not an offense-only game. It's a team game. So your defense, your special teams, and your offense all work together. And if you want to say the offense didn't do its part and the others did or whatever, that's still two of the three phases that did their part in the majority of these games. And the officiating has to at least play some role in how you view this season. Like, it's okay. I think we get cornered, Zach, in our culture to have to pick a side on something.
Sure.
And go, well, I have to be extreme one way or the other. Everything's awful or everything's great. Let's be better than that. We don't have to think that way. We can think critically about this. That was my only point. It wasn't everything's fine. It's that, boy, it's really wild that it just happened to fall this way. And you got to consider it.
Let's take this the way I thought you were going to go, if you don't mind.
Sure.
I mean, you mentioned the percentage chance. Whoever asked Grok, the Twitter AI, what the odds are. I mean, with it to be that slim, I mean, it almost seems like there's something to that, right? Yeah. Or no? No, is that a tinfoil hat thing?
Oh, I don't think it's a big tinfoil hat. I think it's a little bit I don't think it's outlandish. I think the perception is reality so much of the time.
Yeah.
And when the conference has to come out and make a statement after one of these games.
Correct.
And then they stay quiet after another one, but ultimately we find out there's been consequences.
Right.
Roles have changed.
Right.
That's a real small percentage for it to have just happened. Right?
Yeah. No, I mean, the fact that, I mean, how many people after the official for the Auburn Georgia game being suspended indefinitely or whatever, the term that they sounded a lot like fired to me, but whatever term we want to use.
Yeah.
I mean, the response was like, I've never seen this before. Like, how often do you hear about that? Like, never.
And I think somebody said it so well. You don't get put in prison for one parking ticket. Whatever you think happened, the punishment would indicate it's a lot worse than that.
And the SEC was really quiet about it, too.
Yeah.
Came from a weird source that we don't always see stuff come from. And then it was like crickets.
Yep.
Very strange.
That's not accidental, folks.
Very strange.
0.0054%.
So you're telling me there's a chance.
And the overturned scoop and score isn't even on this list. So, Dude Lebowski. The neutral zone infraction on the goal line fumbled in the zone would have negated literally everything.
Yeah, the picture of them lining up off sides on that play is wild.
Yeah. And look, so he does move the ball. Connor moves the ball a little. The guys are still lined up off sides. They're still in the neutral zone. Like if you impose the ball where it was before he picks it up to put it on its end,
right,
they're still in the neutral zone.
Right.
So it does, and then you get another chance. It's crazy. I put myself through the torture yesterday of going back and watching the last drive of that first half.
Oh, why?
it's an 8-minute. Well, because I wanted to be reminded of just what a huge swing it was in the game.
Yeah.
It affected the crowd. It certainly affected the team. It affected Georgia's team, Auburn's team, the fans. It affected everybody. It was an 8-minute drive. They bled the entire second quarter. You're going to tell me 17 to nothing? Because I hear people say now it's just dumb. I'm sorry. It's dumb. Well, I'm not so sure they could have held on to a 17-0 lead anyway, the way that blah, blah, blah. They'd outgained Georgia 200+ to 20.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think this team has shown that when things are going well, it's fine. It's when they get punched in the mouth, they just can't get back up.
Until last week. Yeah. Until last week. You're right.
Yeah. Until last week. For sure. For sure. Which Arkansas is the same way, right?
Yeah.
Like if Arkansas faces any sort of adversity, they crumble too. We were the better version of a really similar team dynamic. The way they do it is different, but
yeah. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, let's pivot if you're okay with it. Graham asking a question that I've seen a lot this week and I haven't really talked about, so let's do it now.
Yeah.
Graham asking, do y'all think we hear of a quarterback decision today, or will it be game time when the public finds out?
I think, Graham, that it will be game time. I think
do you think do you think it'll be in the player announcements, or do you think we'll get hit with an or?
That's a really good question.
Because we've seen that in the past where they've dropped both quarterbacks in the starting lineup.
Yeah.
I don't remember who that would have been. It's been a minute, but that has happened before.
I have a feeling it'll break sometime. Like they'll announce it in the morning or early afternoon. I think we'll know by the time they announce starting lineup.
Do you think a like standalone social post is warranted?
No.
For this?
No. Because I think I said this earlier in the week. I don't think pulling Jackson from the game last week was a permanent benching. And so I think you announce a starter for this game, and then you see how it plays out.
Okay.
So it's a good question. Really good question.
Dude Lebowski asking, side quest, does Brad Wipes have his weird green drink again or no? What are you sipping on right now?
No, just water.
Just water. Did you already drink it this morning?
No, I didn't have it this morning. I had it yesterday.
Got it.
Spinach, pineapple, and banana, and a little cayenne pepper.
Do you make it with a juicer or you blend it?
I have a blender.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Can I tell you why conservatism is the way to go on the field after you tell everybody about Roback?
Yes. I think I'm going to agree with you.
Okay.
Today's show brought to you by our friends at Roback, RHOBACK.com. Starting to get a little chilly outside. There's a little nip in the air, I think is what they say. Yes. Head over to Roback. Make sure you're dressed for this upcoming season. Also, you want to look your best when you go to Neville Arena. So head over to Roback.com. Use RHOBACK.com. Use code BARN20, BARN20 for 20% off your order today.
And when there's a nip in the air, you know what they say?
What?
They say you got to nip it in the bud. Nip it, nip it, nip it. Okay. The team is the team. It's not offense versus defense for the guys in the same jersey.
Sure.
Coaches have won thousands of games in the history of football at every level with an elite defense and a sound kicking game. And an offense that runs the ball and doesn't turn it over. Auburn can win every game left on its schedule with that philosophy. And I think that's the smart play starting tomorrow against Kentucky. Run the ball, play defense, kick the ball.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think Auburn could, in theory, win every single game left. They need some help, I think, with a few things. They'd really need to execute, and you need a total mentality shift. Mm-hmm. But I agree with you that it's possible and that they could do that.
When you say total mentality shift, how far of a shift do you think that it has to be?
I think one man has to decide he wants to change the offense and score points.
Yeah.
I think the players are ready.
Yeah.
I think the players want it. I think they're ready for it.
Yeah. What do you do? Can you do that if Kentucky stacks a box? if they
I
load
think
up.
you need to try.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't disagree with that.
I think you
think
need to
that
try. And there's still stuff that you can do, like there's still stuff you can do as far as like attacking the edges and
Yeah.
there's so many things you can do that you see throughout college football in these situations where they're still able to score 20 plus points a game, where you're able to like make your offense not about the quarterback. Whether it's quick passes, whether it's, play action, whether it's, design reads, is like, we'll see if Ashton can handle the RPO stuff, and maybe he can, and that'd be great. That'd be great for everyone involved if that were to happen. But Hugh Freeze has made the offense, like his first year, he made it all about Peyton Thorne. Okay. Next year, he's like, okay, we're going to go get all these pieces and make it not about Peyton Thorne. And I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But the offense will still all through Peyton.
Yeah.
And now we're seeing it with Jackson.
It's
despite
tough. Like,
the elite receivers.
yeah.
I mean, you see so many offenses throughout college football have equal quarterback play as far as talent goes, probably less talented quarterbacks with far less of a wide receiving core, and they're able to score. And it's just so frustrating to watch. Yeah. So something has to change.
Yeah. And I think I think it's time now, with 4 games left in the regular season, to shift from I want to see the offense put up huge numbers to I want to win the game. I want to win the game. Auburn's a double-digit favorite. Just win the game.
Go do it.
Just play sound football and win the game. The upside of the RPO offense is if you have a quarterback who can make the right decision quickly, you can out-leverage a lot of teams. Like you can make teams have to play perfect defensively. That's the upside. You can control the clock. You can churn out long drives. You can really put the defense in a blender if you have a quarterback who makes the right decision in a timely manner. The downside is if you don't, you waste a lot of really good pieces. So, team game, not an offensive game. Run, play defense, kick the ball well.
Tiger Boy asked, wonder what Lou Holtz is doing today. So funny enough, he's actually next on the show. Hey, Lou, give us a quick just thought on how you're expecting Auburn to handle the running back market share tomorrow.
Sometimes I hear people talk about load management. I think that's a bunch of baloney. It's just a bunch of, I don't understand this load management stuff. I think if you've got a number one running back, you got to give him the carries. You give him the carries, he gets the yards, he gets in the end zone, he gets the touchdowns. And then you win the game. You let the line of scrimmage get moved by those big uglies. And you just see what you could do. Go celebrate in the end zone.
Lou, let's say Auburn runs the ball 40 times tomorrow. Let's dream a little bit. How are those carries divided up, Lou, if you had to decide that?
Let's see, 40 carries in this offense. You're probably going to see 26 of those to Jeremiah Cobb, and about 7 or more to Ashton Daniels or Jackson Arnold, whichever one is your quarterback, your signal caller, if you please. And then Mabson, that fantastic freshman, gets the rest of them. But the lion's share go to your top running back.
All right. Thanks, Lou. Thanks for joining us this week. Really appreciate it. If anybody has any questions for Lou Holtz, let us know in the comments. That'd be great. Who else you got?
I don't have anybody else. What do you mean, who else you got?
You do.
Like, I got an endless, like this kind of talent, something you just conjure up whenever you want.
Oh, man. Yeah, I kind of do.
Yeah, it's not, that doesn't work that way. Slick.
I kind of do.
Doesn't work that way. Can I tell you, I love the city of Auburn being like, hey, would y'all just trick or treat on Thursday night instead of Friday night, even though Friday is Halloween? Would y'all just trick or treat on Thursday instead? And most people did. Most neighborhoods did. But
People did trick or treat last night?
Most in Auburn trick or treated last night. Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. Downtown did a big thing, and a lot of neighborhoods did. Yeah. But
Interesting.
I love that there were plenty though that were like, no, Halloween is trick or treat night.
What's the logic there? Why did
I
you
don't know.
want kids out on a school night?
The only thing I can think is like law enforcement working a game Friday or working a game Saturday night. You didn't want, those resources out on Friday night too. I don't know.
Interesting.
I don't know. But
Got an animal fun fact this week?
No, I don't have an animal fun fact.
Are you serious?
Serious. I didn't. I was. Yeah. I didn't come up with one.
No.
Listen, did you know octopuses have 3 hearts? Octopuses have 3 hearts. How about just Lou? How about Lou Holtz just saying octopuses?
Man.
We've choked Zach.
Oh my gosh.
Protect
Lou's killing
yourself,
me, man.
Zach. Please don't choke on the live stream.
What did you think of our basketball team last night? You're muted. It might be on my end. Can y'all hear Brad Law? Let us know in the live. It's on you. Okay. Great. We've really set the tone for this live slice with Village Vice today. It's been
Back. Am I back?
You're back.
Okay.
What did you think of our basketball team scoring when Zach envisioned his pod? Not sure this is what he thought about. I mean, thank you, 9-time champion, for assuming I do any sort of prep whatsoever. So thank you for that. Thank you for that.
No, team looked good. I thought it was interesting. Like Caden Magwood started at point guard, not to hide.
Yeah.
I think Stephen kind of played around a little bit with some stuff last night because they're 4 days or 3 days away from their first game. 100 points. They're going to score 100 points a few times this year, I think, with the way this
How
team
many
can
times are they going to score 100 this year?
9 times.
No way.
Yeah, I think they score
They're
100.
going to drop
100
109 times?
Yep, I think so.
Golly, that'd be insane.
I know, but I think they're going to play that fast, and they have that many different scoring options. So,
Noodle for you 20 says, remember the 2-pack of bottle caps for Halloween candy? I do remember that. I remember that.
I don't know what that is referring
They
to.
They were root beer flavored, and they were gross because I don't like root beer.
Yeah, no, I don't. Are we talking about like gummies in the shape of Coke bottles or root beer bottles?
Yeah, they weren't gummies though. They were shaped like bottle caps.
Okay.
And they had it's been so long. Somebody correct me, but like I think they had the same like integrity as like a maybe like a sweet tart.
Oh, okay.
Or like a thicker Smartie. And I think you actually could drop them in something and they would dissolve as well. Like I think that was an option too.
Oh,
Root
okay.
beer, grape, and orange. Okay. Glad I just didn't make that up.
Yeah.
Like sweet tarts. Yeah, I'm all over this. I'm all over this.
Oh, this was a good one here. I missed the old Atkinson's peanut butter bar candy, small white with brown stripes on the wrapper. My grandparents,
Remember that.
you don't know, you wouldn't. This is not a modern day candy. My grandparents had this in their kitchen in a little candy dish almost at all times. I hadn't thought about Atkinson's peanut butter bar candy in a long time. Thank you, Florida Aubie. Yeah.
Tootsie Rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Miller is saying Tootsie Rolls.
Big fan.
I don't know the last time I've seen a Tootsie Roll.
What? Like a regular?
Are those still around?
Yeah, they're still around.
Okay.
How about this? Tootsie Roll or Cowtail?
It's called Cowtail, like the animal
called-
Cowtail.
Yeah, it's called a Cowtail. It's caramel.
Oh, But it's like a Tootsie Roll, but it's caramel?
It's a longer Tootsie Roll that's caramel. Yeah. What would you go with there? Would you go
I
the
love
chocolate?
caramel stuff, so
Uh-huh.
I'm intrigued.
Okay.
Cowtail, don't love the name, for being
Cowtail.
100% honest. Not super fired up about that, but
Yeah, it's
I
an
could look past
interesting marketing decision here. Hey, here's a candy. You want people to put this in their mouth. What should we call it? Looks kind of like a cowtail. Yeah, but we can't call it that.
we went out for dinner last night with some family, and whenever there's like my oldest is intrigued by like what animal certain foods come from,
Okay.
right? And sometimes she'll be holding like, she'll be eating cereal and she'll be like, what animal does this come from? I'm like, well, the milk comes from a cow, but like the Lucky Charms are just kind of made, right? But the level of shock when I ordered ribs last night and she's like, is that a bone? And I'm like, this was from a pig. Your ribs? Can you point to your ribs? She's like, pig's rib right here. And she was just like, I traumatized my child. Like she was doing so good as far as like, oh, this comes from a cow. This comes from a chicken. This comes from a pig. Then she saw those ribs right there, which really, like when you actually think about it, like kind of interesting. Like when you really just zoom out, like, oh yeah, we do that. Like it's a normal thing. But I traumatized my child last night with that.
So you had pork ribs last night.
I did.
He froze. We froze. Somebody froze.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
This has been not our best show for sure.
No, you're right. Hey, 9-time champion with another good thought here. Bit of honey always felt like a Halloween candy, but you never see it for Halloween. 9-time, I never see it anyway. I've never had a bit of honey. I don't know that I want to have a bit of honey.
I've had one before. I've had them before. They're good.
Yeah.
They're good. All right. Feel like we've lost all momentum here. We want to wrap it. You want to try again? You want to try something else?
What's your score prediction?
Yeah,
What's
let's do that. 23-13 Auburn is my score prediction.
Boy, that's low. That's low scoring. For Auburn, that's low scoring.
Oh, you think we're gonna score more than 24?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. We scored 33 last week.
The offense didn't. You can't predict a pick six.
No. I didn't ask what would the offense score. See, this gets dadgummit.
You can't predict a pick six or a kick return, Brad.
No, but you can predict that the defense will be so good that you have shorter fields and the offense produces more because of shorter field. It's a team game. You play complementary football.
Yeah, but they can't consistently score in the red zone.
We didn't ask the question wasn't how much is the offense going to score.
Are you predicting a non-offensive score on Saturday? Yes or no?
38-10.
38
points.
Let's make a bet on that Auburn will not score 38 points.
38-10, I'm telling you. Why not?
That'd be insane.
That's 5 more points than they scored last week. That's only 5 more. It's not. Let's not act like I just said 63. Let's not act like I just said.
Brad, they couldn't score on the worst defense in Power 4.
Kentucky's defense isn't statistically that much better than Arkansas's defense, and it was a quarterback who had just come in fresh running the offense for the second half. Not a quarterback who's running practice all week long and you install the game plan, regardless of
no Cam Coleman or no healthy Cam Coleman. Like, I'll concede some of that for sure. Is that why we couldn't score in the red zone? I don't know. I don't know either. I hope so.
I mean, you scored in the red zone.
I hope so.
Hang on. Auburn scored in the red zone. They didn't score touchdowns, but they scored. Are we acting like field goals don't count?
To get to 38, you can't kick field goals.
No, you only get 1 field goal. You need 5 touchdowns. That's true.
I'm sure there's other mathematical ways to get there, but
yeah, but it's tough.
Right. You only have so much time.
8 field goals and 2 touchdowns or whatever.
Sure.
You're not going to do that. Can I ask a question that's like a hydrogen bomb to fans who are just mad? Can I ask? This is not a 30 minutes into it and you got to leave in 5 kind of question, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay. Do wins only matter when you're not favored to win?
I love that you asked that.
Because
the answer to that is no, but that is not what public perception would lead you to believe.
Right.
But also, we weren't favored last week.
Right. So you won a game. You weren't.
Like, oh, well, yeah. And I'm like, you picked Arkansas. Mm-hmm. What do you mean it's not a big deal?
Fans, and this is not at Auburn. Fans of every team do this, pro and college. We move the goalposts as fans so often, we ought to get motion sickness. Well, they were supposed to win. Arkansas, terrible. Okay, but they weren't favored. They weren't favored to win any of the 4 losses they have in the league either. Well, but you should have. Okay, you had a chance, yes, but you weren't favored. So wins only matter if you're not supposed. Wins don't matter if you're supposed to win. Losses matter no matter what. Got it. I just want to make sure we're consistent as we move forward.
Yeah, no, a lot of it seems like a quest to be unhappy and dissatisfied. And that's just not where I'm going to live. That's just not how I'm going to do things. No thanks.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Oh, I'm glad we got this too. So Wizard, the reason people snapped on that tweet is because you use the same narrative as the donors.
No, can you please say Wizard's full name? Can we have a little bit of respect from you, please?
I'm sorry. Wizard Dragon.
Thank you.
It's a dragon. Is he a wizard or a dragon or both?
His name is Wizard Dragon. Please read his comment.
With 2 Ds. Wizard Dragon. The reason people snapped on that tweet is because you use the same narrative as the donors that justifies keeping Hugh. Wizard Dragon, you are either late to the show or you did not pay attention. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, use some critical thinking, and think maybe you just came late to the show. I explained this.
I think that's a reasonable assumption for Wizard Dragon.
So.
Let's be a little nice. I don't know what you have against Wizard Dragon.
Nothing.
I don't know what you've got against him. You don't want to give him credit for the dragon part of his name. And you're also just, you did say you were going to give him the benefit of the doubt. The tone didn't reflect that you were giving him the benefit of the doubt, but that's fine.
Oh, my goodness. Octopuses have 3 hearts. So listen, Wizard Dragon. What I said at the beginning of the show about that tweet is I wasn't justifying lack of execution from the offense, but critically thinking, if you've decided that you just don't factor it in at all in your assessment of this season, then you have made up your mind, as I think I can pretty reasonably read from your comment, that you've already made up your mind, and by God, you ain't gonna listen to nothing else. Like, you've just made up your mind, and that's like Auburn could win out and your mind's made up. Well, okay, then have it. I was just saying that, like, if you want to be objective, you at least have to think of, like, factor it in a little.
Yep. All right, we got like 2 minutes, and I gotta run. Super chat from Tanero. If Brad and Zach were parents, who would be the dad? So we're both parents, and we're both dads.
Yep.
But I don't know who Zach is.
I don't either.
Z-A-C-H. I don't know who that is.
Zach? Who is Zach?
It's like, why didn't you spell Brad's name B-R-A-D-H for just throwing the H on the end of things?
Brad Law and Zach Blackerby.
Zach.
Underrated sitcom in the 80s, by the way, My Two Dads. Had Paul Reiser, Greg Evigan. It's a good show. Broad.
Everybody just starts saying like random names, put H's on the end of it.
Yeah.
All right, we're out of time.
All right.
I think that does it for today's show.
Thanks, everybody, for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to do that. Get notified every time we have a brand new Village Vice. Remember, until next time, everyone has vices. Make sure Village Vice is one of yours.